need y'all to understand that right there. Some of the things that we think we need to be doing, we don't need to be doing. Some of the things we think we need to be involved in, we don't need to be involved in. Some of the things we think that is going to be success in our life is not going to be success in our life. What's going on, y'all? It's Coach Williz, and once again, we are back. Yes, sir, man. Right here, I wanted to get on here and show y'all, man, something I wrote about, man. And like I said, go check out my blogs on my website, y'all. Joe Salatin said, so start practicing. You'll learn what you enjoy and what you don't. What you have a knack for and what you don't. Then I wrote, this shows the importance of going after it because we may be holding ourselves back, waiting for the right moment for something we are not even good at doing or have no interest in. Sometimes we need to get right to the business because the lifestyle we envision in our head may not have a spot in reality. Meaning the skills or teaching we think we need could be the ones that do not matter at all to our survival or success. Ooh, I need y'all to understand that right there. Some of the things that we think we need to be doing, we don't need to be doing. Some of the things we think we need to be involved in, we don't need to be involved in. Some of the things we think that is going to be success in our life is not going to be success in our life. Lose that, y'all. We think, and we think by thinking it, that it's really going to happen. And we think that all we need to do is think about it, and all we need to do is just envision it and everything. But that's not how it works. Faith without works is dead, y'all. So you need to understand that, yes, it's okay to believe in a dream. It's okay to believe that God's going to fulfill that purpose for you in your life. But it's not okay for you to think that you just going to sit down and He's just going to drop it in your lap. And that's all you're going to have to do to get everything that you've ever wanted in life. That's not how it goes, y'all. You're going to need to be willing to get up every single day and go after it is what you want in your life. It's going to take work. It's going to take consistency. It's going to take action, y'all. It's going to take work. It's going to take consistency. Eventually lead to results, good or bad. Right? And there's been times, y'all, I've been in school and I've been studying for tests and I've been putting in all this work for a test and I still come up short on the test. Right? But it's not for me to lose hope in my studying skills. It's not for me to lose hope that I still gave my all to that test, right? That's what I should be holding on to, not the results. The results is cool, y'all. I'm glad that I may have passed or not have passed. But what I should be holding on to is the simple fact that I still stayed up and I still stayed and studied. I still woke up early and studied. I still try to retain all the material that I could, and I gave my all to the test when it was time to take the test. That's what should matter. Because if I keep that habit, eventually I'm a pass. Eventually I'm gonna win more times than not. Versus if I just win it by luck and just guessed it, then I really don't have a shot of seeing a success or a loss ratio in it. Right? A win or a loss ratio. I really can't have that because it's all by just guessing. It's all by just gambling. Instead of not gambling and still taking affirmative action on it and knowing that when I keep putting in this work the way that I'm putting it in, then eventually I know that I'm going to get more wins than losses. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand it? Can you process it? That's what I'm saying there. So if we go back to the reading, right here it shows you. This shows the importance of going after it because we may be holding ourselves back, waiting for the right moment for something we are not even good at or have no interest in. We're waiting for the right moment. We just think as soon as we get this degree, then eventually we're going to like doing whatever it is that we like doing. Right? But you don't even like to hold debates with people right now. You don't even like to go back and forth with people right now. You want to be a lawyer? Right? You think all criminals are bad and you want to go defend somebody? Do you see what I'm saying? You have no real interest in this, but yet and still you've been lied to. Right? You've been run amok. You've been led astray. You've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked into thinking that you really need to be a part of this. And if you're not a lawyer, then you're not going to be successful in your life. But you have no interest in doing it. And you have no real determination, no drive, no passion to do what it is that you want to do. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you should rethink your actions. Maybe you should go out and say, man, maybe I should go work at a restaurant because I might like cooking. You never know. Maybe I should go do these other things because I may find interest in doing those things. So what I'm saying to y'all today is the most important thing is take action. Take action. Whatever it is that you want to do, take action on it, y'all. Even if you can't even go be a lawyer right now, maybe you should go in and try to hold a debate with somebody. Maybe you should go and try to get your point seen. Not to the point to where you beating them down and you making them feel belittled, but where you can get your point to be seen and you can actually get your point across and you know that you're doing some... Matter of fact, if you don't even want to go debate, do the research that it takes to make sure that you're telling the truth. If you want to be a lawyer, that's taking action in it. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't find interest in doing that amount of research, you don't find interest in trying to prove your truth, then you probably shouldn't be a lawyer. Okay, I want to be a cook. I want to be a baker. Well, go into the kitchen, go to the store, the grocery store, buy you some stuff that it's going to take for you to start baking. And then start baking. And if you don't really find no interest in measuring stuff out, making sure your recipe can be duplicated time after time after time, then maybe you shouldn't be doing that thing. But what I want y'all to do first is take action. Because what you may find out is, oh, I do like to do research. I do like to make sure that people know the truth. I do like to bake. I do like to cook. I do like to cut my grass and do landscaping work. I do find interest in that. So by you taking action, then you learn more about it. Then you learn more about it as you go along. You be like, oh, okay, maybe I don't need to measure it like the way that they saying on the package. Maybe I can give them a little bit less and it still tastes just as good. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe I can add this in and it's going to give it a different type of flavor. Do you see what I'm saying here? But when you don't take action, when you just think in your head that eventually this thing is going to work out the way I want it to work out without me having to do any work, then I'm just going to get what I want to get. That's not how it works, y'all. That's not how it goes. You're going to have to take some process. You're going to have to go through some journey. You're going to have to take some action. You're going to have to put some sweat equity in. You're going to have to put some thought equity in. You're going to have to put these things in. You're going to go through spiritual transformation, right? You're going to have to grow in some way, form, or fashion that's going to show that you've been putting in the time, you've been putting in the energy, and you have been putting in the effort to get the results that you want to achieve. But if you don't do none of that stuff and just think that eventually it's going to happen the way you want it to happen, that's not how it goes. You're going to have to put in the work that is needed. You're going to have to put in the time that's needed. And you're going to have to do the things that you're going to have to do to get the things that you want. So stop just watching videos and thinking, oh, I'm going to like to do that. No, do the thing and then figure out if you like to do it. Right? Watch actual court cases. Right? Stop looking at CSI. Stop looking at those type of things on the TV. That's entertainment. Stop watching that stuff. Actually watch real videos of people going through real trials. Look at what the lawyer is doing, right? Look at what the judge is doing. Look at what the jury is doing. Pay attention to those things so you can figure out if I really like to do this, if I don't. You want to go be a teacher? Well, actually probably go talk to some of your past teachers. Figure out what they actually go through when you're not in the class, when they not in front of the students. Go learn all the ins and outs of what it takes to actually be a teacher and figure out, is this something that I want to do? Go into your kitchen and start cooking. Start developing recipes. Start trying to do this thing day in and day out and figure, man, do I really like to cook? Because you may cook for one night and then y'all may eat the leftovers the next night and then you may have to cook again. But can you cook consistently day in? Can you cook 3 meals? Can you cook 1 meal? Can you cook 2 meals? However many meals you're going to cook, can you do that numerous times? Can you do that day after day after day and still like what you're doing? You see what I'm saying? It's cool to do landscaping work when it's just your yard. But now can you do somebody else's yard? And do you really like to do that? Do you see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. You need to take action. So I'm closing, y'all. I'm closing with what I brought y'all back in. The one thing I say is take action, y'all. Stop just thinking that you're going to like something just because you watched a few videos. Stop thinking that you're just going to like something because you read a book. No, you need to take action. You need to figure out yourself if you actually going to like doing this. So I leave y'all with the same way I came into y'all, man. Joel Salatin said, so practicing, you'll learn what you enjoy and what you don't. What you have a knack for and what you don't. Then I said, this shows the importance of going after it because we may be holding ourselves back waiting for the right moment for something we are not even good at doing or have no interest in. Sometimes we need to get right to the business because the lifestyle of envisioning in our head may not have a spot in reality. Meaning the skill or teaching we think we need could be ones that do not matter at all to our survival or success. Come on, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man, we need to take more action and stop all the overthinking. It's okay to think. It's okay to dream. It's okay to pray. It's okay to fast about something. It's okay to meditate and talk to God. That's all great. But we can't do too much of it. There is a balance for everything. A false balance is an abomination, but a just weight is the Lord's delight. I'm telling y'all, we can't be imbalanced. We can't do too much thinking and not enough action. Right? And then we can't do too much action and not enough thinking. Because we got to have a balance on it on both ends. Because you may just be doing it and doing it and do. Like I said, you may go into the kitchen and just start cutting up stuff and just start getting in there and cooking. And then it may taste real good and people are like, can you do it again? No, because I didn't think nothing out. I didn't think to write nothing down. I didn't think to take no measurements. I didn't think to really see the process of what it took to cook this. You see what I'm saying? So we got to have a balance in our life. Don't overthink and don't overwork. Think and work and make them work simultaneously. Make them work together, y'all. So I'm leaving y'all, man. I'm leaving y'all. Take action. Don't overthink. Take action. Don't overthink. It's Coach Williz on here once again, y'all. Be easy.